Rocking it. The other thing I was listening to Brett Favre's post-game speech, and it sunk in on how good Wade's blitzes are starting to be. He's starting to put those exotic things in. When Brett Favre said about Nate Jones, I didn't see him coming, and that's huge with me because of being a quarterback as long as I have. I always see it coming, and I didn't see that blitz at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Nate Jones, right, earlier in the year he had to play. And when he played there, he actually had a few sacks and tackles from that, that corner blitz from the slot. He's actually really good at doing that. But since we got healthy again and we weren't playing these teams that were running the 4 and 5 wide sets, we hardly see him on the field. But because of what the Green Bay likes to run, he's on the field, and wouldn't you know it, he makes the huge play of the game, running that blitz.
Yeah, well, actually, I wanted Favre to stay in, but that was another story because when Aaron Rodgers stayed in, it was like our defense didn't know what to do after that point. It was like, whoa, we game planned for the other guy. What is this guy going to do? So it gave him, some life, which I didn't like.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. It was like, but it was kind of, I think the Cowboys were sort of playing the same thing, but Brett was just winging the ball down the field when he was in there. I mean, he was just throwing crazy passes. Rodgers came in and said, first guy open, I'm throwing it to him. Throw it to him at 5-7 yards, and what did Jennings do? Bust off like 40 extra yards after that.
That was an incredible run. That was absolutely incredible run. However, I don't know. I'm going to be like Parcells right quick. I don't know. 33 was on him. If 35 was on him, he'd probably done the same thing. But I don't know if about 41 and 42.
Definitely. That's what happens when you start running those 4 or 5 wide sets.
Exactly.
You get deep down into that depth.
Yeah. What else we got here? The other wide receivers. Creighton, welcome back. Good, great. The silent killer, was he?
Yeah, I mean, it's Creighton. People sleep on this guy. I mean, not us, but opposing teams, and when they talk about, the Cowboys and stuff, I mean, he's got like 7 TDs now on the year, and he's only the number 3 option in our offense. I mean, it's definitely T.O. Witten, and then him, and Barber out of the backfield some too. But, yeah, you can't sleep on Creighton because he showed you he will make touchdown catches.
Yeah. What do you think about the offensive line? I thought this was probably one of their most impressive showings so far with Campman and all those guys in Green Bay. What do you think?
I love this offensive line. I'm telling you, I really do. I mean, they are as good as we've seen in for the Cowboys probably since back to dynasty days. I mean, pass blocking, these guys are a wall. 0 sacks from the Packers, who are all, talking about pressure. We're going to get on Romo. We're going to make him. We're going to hit him, make him make mistakes. They didn't even hardly get near him. Colombo ate up Campman. I mean, he got some help. I admit, on some plays he got help, but basically he handled him. And, Flozell did his thing on the other side, even though KGB wasn't there. But, I mean, this offensive line is the key to everything that's happening on this offense. Because Romo has time to utilize all those weapons we've given him.
Yes. And now even when he jumped early that one time with Colombo, I was like, don't worry about it. For one, it's because I know you're going against Campman and you've got to deal with that high energy motor throughout the whole game. And secondly, we'll get 2nd and 20 and it's no problem, Grizz. The offense is amazing.
It's crazy. We convert the longest 3rd down plays probably in the history of this league on a regular basis. I mean, it's nuts. And the weird thing is when I'm watching the game and it's like 3rd and 15, I expect them to get
the first down. Exactly. Like 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4. Exactly, man.
It's the same thing. I'm like, Romo's going to get this. I know he's going to get this. He's going to figure out a way to convert this, and most of the time he does.
Yeah, man. I agree with people saying we're not yet where the Patriots are because we still have to play some top quality football going into this playoffs. But 11-1, man. Yeah,
I mean, and you could say we're not as good as the Pats, and I think that's true. But you could also say this team has the potential to challenge those guys if they start putting together full games with no penalties. None of these dry spells we're kind of go through every so often. If we can put together a full game like you're saying, I think we can challenge them.
Exactly. All right, we'll be back next Friday, and I'll talk about the Lions that really have me like this. I'll talk about it then, Grizz.
I'm a little worried about them, but those guys, they can't pass block.
Yeah.
And we are going to kill Kitna.
Yeah.
Now, he might get some touchdowns and stuff out of it, but he's going to be beat up at the end of that game.
All right, man. I will see you next week, man. Enjoy your another Sunday off.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right,
Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.